not going to complain about that.
What's the toughest thing, Coach? I know sometimes it's easy to evaluate talent. You see what a guy can do on the field. But what's the toughest thing for you as a coach when you go to evaluate a kid's character out of high school and to know that he's the right guy for
The toughest thing?
For your system?
The kids are committing so early and it's so accelerated that sometimes there's not enough work done on them. You can't. We think the things that people call intangible are very intangible: leadership, work ethic, character, decision making. How you treat the coaches and administration around you, those types of things. And so we think they're very tangible and they have an impact on your culture. And it's hard if you're taking a commitment from a sophomore. You have to make sure that they come down to your campus a lot and are around you a lot. And we have an advantage where we are because we're right in the middle. We have kids all around us that will come over for basketball games or junior days or our camp or whatever, without having to take a 4 or 5 hour trip.
How different is it conducting a quarterback competition versus competition in other positions, or is it the same and we just pay more attention to it?
Yeah, I think you guys can create respectfully. You guys can create a controversy out of something that's just a competition, and I just want there to be a competition. I think it's going to make our team so much better. I look at so many positions on our team right now that have competition, and the position has become better. I know tight end position was a sore spot for me a year ago. I know that position has become so much better just because of the competition at that spot. So again, we're trying to create competition at quarterback, and to be honest with you, we're trying to get back to the point where we want to be the standard again at quarterback.
When you're making that call, what's going into it? Is it a simple matter of this guy makes particular throws, or this guy makes better throws, but this guy has better huddle presence, or
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. Obviously, just on the surface, right? Completion percentage, who protects the ball better in terms of their turnover ratio per pass and things of that nature. But ultimately, I think every coach would tell you the same thing. Who's got that X factor? Who are the kids gonna follow? Who do they believe in? Who do you want to have the ball when it's 4th and 1 and the game's on the line? All those things are critically important. And if a quarterback only tries to do that in preseason or during the season, they're not going to follow him. If he's doing it in the weight room in January, if he's doing it in the off-season program, they'll follow him if they feel like he's dug in and he's one of them.
For those of us who aren't that close to the program, what's the story with the kid from Memphis? Coaching change? I'm trying to remember what the kid was.
Coaching change, certainly, but more particular to him is there was a personal issue in his family that drove him closer to home.
And where is his home?
Miramar, Florida.
I assume he wasn't recruited by Miami.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
And how did you know that he was capable of playing at your level?
He got a release and was visiting different schools or talking to different schools, and his high school coach ended up calling us. We went and watched his film.
From Memphis.
Correct. And then we certainly had we had a need. We didn't have let me rephrase that. We had a desperate need at quarterback. If he didn't come, we would have been sitting there with one quarterback going into the spring.
Weren't you supposed to get, wasn't there another transfer you're supposed to get the year before?
Yeah. But we're not going to go there.
Coach, with your quarterback, or your projected starting quarterback, Stephen Morris, obviously he played behind Ja'Cory and played some when Ja'Cory was hurt. Last year and year before. And talking to Mike James yesterday, Mike said he had a lot of confidence in Stephen. Do you feel like, obviously as a coach, do you feel that he could be the guy for you?
Well, I'm going to let them compete, but I'm excited about Stephen. I'm excited about the way he's developed as a leader, and I'm excited about what he's developed. It's almost like his mind is slowing down now. He spent the whole spring as a coach, studying film, working with the freshmen, because of his back injury. And I don't know, maybe there's a lesson there for all coaches. Just you can, get a quarterback to remove himself from the competition every day and just slow down and learn the game the way he learned it in the spring. I think it's helped him tremendously. And I'm anxious to see them compete.
What does to his friends? They seem like they get along pretty well.
Stephen? Oh yeah, no, they do a good job. Yeah, I think for the most part, the kids are all competing with the mindset that the best guy is going to play, and they trust that, and there's not a lot of animosity.
What do you think of the ACC playoff expansion? Syracuse.
I love it. I love it. Maybe more so than some of the coaches that didn't grow up in that area, but I love it. If you've never played at the Carrier Dome, that's one of the greatest home field advantages in college football. That's going to be a tough place for a lot of teams to play. Both teams offer densely populated area of the country. They both offer us, I think, obviously number one, media market, and I think Pitt is probably between 15 and 20, I would say. And there, so 2 top 20 media markets, densely populated, millions of viewers. Both teams have won national championships. Both teams have produced Heisman Trophy winners. Both teams have players in the College Football Hall of Fame. Both teams have.
What about the